What's up? What's going on? It's Lugo back with Fat to Fit day 67. Today we did some chest, shoulders, and triceps. And I had a pretty good and like interesting workout today, I would say. Uh, I started off with bench as I usually do on push A, regular bench. And I misloaded the bar by 5 kilos, and it still moved okay. Like it was kind of a struggle at the end of the 10th rep. But I misloaded it because I put on the collars, and it really started because I put on the 10 kilo plates. Um and then I also put the collars on, which was it ended up being 87.5 kilos, which is 191 pounds, and it was supposed to be 82.5 kilos, which is 181 pounds. So I went up by 10 pounds. And it kind of just threw it off because I wasn't expecting it, and it was a lot heavier in my hands. But it moved well. It's just that I really didn't want to jump to 190 yet. Because now I have an interesting thing where next week I'm going to reset my volume and kind of regulate it by going down in reps and down in sets because I'm starting a block of eights. So it's not going to be hard, I hope, but it just I kind of jumped up by 5 more pounds than I really wanted to, even though I knew I could do it. It just felt weird, and then it subsequently made the rest of my workout kind of harder. Like I think by the end of my fourth set of 10 on bench, it was like a hard grinder, like 9 RP 9, almost 10, I think. I don't think I could have gotten another rep. Um, which is not really how I wanted to end it, to be honest. Yeah, it was rough, but the rest of my workout was okay. And the reason that I say that it was just because I fell short of some rep goals that I really wanted. Top set dumbbell bench was good. I think I got 9, which is better than last week. Back down set, I think I did 2 less reps with 60 pounds, which I mean, given that I hit a comeback bench PR, and something that I didn't necessarily know if I was gonna hit on 10 this week was good, for misloading. So, I'm still ecstatic about this workout because it did end up, being well, even though I kind of tweaked out the first set and ended up misloading and caused a ripple on the rest of my sets. Usually, because my bench isn't really supposed to be all that hard. It's kind of more working on technique and form and really getting the groove back. Especially with bench, I don't even if I wasn't doing what I'm doing with bench, I probably wouldn't ever really be going close to failure because bench is just one of those exercises where I just don't really think it's beneficial or good to go to failure on bench, especially because you could just die. Um, but it is what it is, and the ripple effect continued, right? Like this was kind of dog shit. I don't even think I got close to the amount of reps that I got last week. I think I did 6 on my top set, and then I was supposed to get like 9, and then my back downs were like 125 pounds, and I only got 5 for both sets. And last week I got like 10, so it like fell by less than half. Um, for whatever reason, it just felt super shitty. Well, normally I at least feel kind of strong through the first, I don't know, I would say six reps of these, and it just felt like shit from the first rep. But I honestly can't be that mad because the workout was still good, even though I didn't hit the rep count that I wanted. Like I still had a good workout, and I still pushed myself. So it just wasn't there on some lifts, and that's okay. It's not always going to be there on all the lifts, and I think that that's just something that I just have to be more accepting of because I want to hit, rep PRs, weight PRs on every set, every rep, every week. And sometimes that's just not possible. Sometimes you just have to move the weight better than you did last week, or even if you didn't move it, with better form. And that's just how it is, really. But I had fun in this workout still, and that's really what matters. I did some easy bar push downs, and I really did them more in a push down style than a press or a press down than a push down. Press down, I would call this, which is out in front of you and down, and a push down I would call more of like a you know pulling into your side and driving your elbows close to your body, keeping them close. And honestly, I don't even think this is like more of a traditional press down because I think of more of a press down. I would let my elbows drive back and then push down out forward. I think I got it good pushing out forward, but I think I needed to let my elbows drive back and then push them out when it came, press them out. But these felt good, really good. I think I did like 110 for straight sets because I think the last time I did these, I did 100 and they were like I was pushing 20 reps, so I really wanted to get something good here. And then they fucked up the Arsenal strength lateral, so this day just moved to upright rows because I just don't like the uneven handles of the Arsenal strength now. It's unfortunate because that was one of my favorite lateral strength machines, and for years it was good. But they fucked up the handle, so I'm moving to upright rows. I was kind of strong arming these a little too hard. I felt my right wrist kind of starting to tweak out a little bit, and I fixed that in the 3rd set where I just wasn't going as high, and I wasn't keeping as strong of a grip on the bar, kind of just letting it hang in my Versa grip instead. And it really wasn't until the last, like, few reps where I fixed it because my wrist really started to feel, like, bad doing these. So instead of trying to go to, like, as far up as I was going, I just decided to try to go to, like, my collarbone, uh, and I left it there because that was feeling better than going all the way up, and it would probably just be that way. My shoulders weren't hurting or anything, it was really just a wrist thing, and I really don't wanna, like, tweak out my wrist. So, like, going to chin collar level will probably be what I'm doing from now on with these, because I do enjoy them. I just really don't wanna fuck my wrist up doing upright rows, to be honest, so, uh, you know, it's all good, but these fucking incline flies, bro, I had to wait so long for the person to get off the machine, and it was really just because I didn't wanna ask how many sets he had left. I don't even think he was using the cable really for that long, he just left his bag there, but I didn't wanna ask even though I only had 1 set to do. I was just being a bitch, honestly, but it was worth the wait. These incline flies felt insane this week. Really strong, really good contraction and stretch. Uh, like the best that I felt on doing these flies, to be honest. And I really don't know what it was, but it felt great, and I felt so good. I pumped out some partials at the end there, like just pumping them up. And I did finish this workout strong. I switched from JM to a Skull Crusher, and the only difference between a JM and a Skull Crusher is I think Skull Crusher is a little bit further back. JM's more of like a folding press, more bend at the elbow, kind of going to your collar and or chin, but really more movement in the arms. Uh, I think I enjoy this Skull Crusher more. The JM was kind of starting to get to a point where I wasn't really doing them for that long, but I really felt like if I wanted to get a good stimulus, I had to go heavier than I was going than the high reps, and going heavier was just starting to really fuck with my elbows. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna do skull crushers. I'm gonna keep it out, try to keep it back, go like a pullover type thing, and it felt good. I had a good tricep pump. I did get a pump video here because I wanted to see how I was looking, and kind of track progress through it. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty happy with what I saw. Good definition that I'm getting back in my shoulders and in my arms. Still obviously fat, but at least you could see, visible tricep definition and side delt, which is good. It means that, I'm doing something right and building my muscle back. And I'm happy about that. But, video's coming to an end. If you enjoyed it, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 68 and some back, biceps, and rear delts.